Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude, and today we're going to be opening up a deck for Vaultboy 81. Wish him luck in the comments down below. Wait a minute. Wait, what's this? Get that out of here. Oh my gosh, look what showed up today. Oh, Dark Tidings. How I've been waiting for you since February. Okay, let's open this up. And guess what? Vaultboy 81, you're going to have the first deck out of this box. I heard the packaging is a little bit different. Obviously, it's way smaller if we compare these. Let's pull this one back for just a second here. You can definitely see a difference in the thickness. Line them up next to each other. A little bit taller as well. Okay, as I said, get out of here, Mass Mutation. You were fun, but we had you for a little bit too long. Okay. And this is going to be my first time opening Dark Tidings, so I'm not sure which way the checklist is going to be in this. I might have to blur it out. Actually, maybe I'll slide it off camera? I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll just learn how to blur it out if that's what it comes down to. Okay, unsure how I'm going to approach this thing. Okay, kind of tears there. Okay, let's look real carefully. Is it a checklist? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Right on. So we have ourselves a red Archon. Does it still come? Oh, it does come wrapped. That's cool. I didn't know if it was just going to be loose in there. Can't really have the house reveal anymore. We're going to see them all at once. It looks like Sanctum, Logos, and Shadows, Averting Czar de la Fleur. And that's a pretty cool looking Archon. Dig that thing. Got like a whole bunch of blades. It's like a huge blade, and then maybe uses its mini ones to take out other Archons. Some wild, crazy hair going on here. Let's see what this deck has in store for us. Just in case you're new to the channel, I have this thing where I do not look at spoilers, so all these cards are going to be new to me. I like for you guys to get my first reactions whenever I see a card. I've always been a big fan of first impressions. I'm glad they brought back the tab so you can open it a little bit quicker. That's actually going to be pretty sweet. Okay. Well, first Dark Tidings deck on the channel. Let's see what we have. Oh, okay, well, obviously we're going to have the Low Tide, High Tide card. This is going to come in every single Dark Tidings deck. There's a High Tide. It will have certain effects. And then there's a Low Tide here. Omni, raise the tide, gain 3 chains. There's going to be bonuses for having the High Tide on your side. Maybe if you are a non-Dark Tidings deck, you're going to still want to raise the tide for you just to turn off some of your opponent's effects. Pretty cool. Oh, does it have, what's on here? Interesting. Oh my gosh, and it's actually specific to this deck. That's kind of wild to see there. Okay, so brand new card here. Shadows, by the way. Walk the plank. If your opponent has no amber, deal 4 damage to a creature, otherwise steal an amber. Huh. It has a dual mode effect here, so if they have no amber, deal 4, otherwise steal. That's actually a really cool card. I'm digging that. Shoulder Id, seen this before, 6 power taunt, cannot fight. When it would deal damage, steal 1 amber instead. Sea Urchin, oh, urchins are always good cards. 1 power, poison. Play, capture an amber. If the tide is high, steal 1 instead. Okay, so it doesn't have elusive like the old urchin. Has poison instead. There's definitely some perks and minuses to that. And needing the tide to be high, questionable. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of effects that we can take advantage of captured amber where maybe we actually don't want it to be high. Got a second Sea Urchin. One-Eyed Willa, 2 power. While the tide is high, One-Eyed Willa gains elusive and skirmish, fight, steal, and amber. Seeing a lot of steal so far. Mug, amber whenever you play it. Move 1 amber from a creature to your pool. Deal 2 damage to that creature. Hobnobber, 3 power. Action. If your opponent has 6 more amber, steal 2. Ooh, that's pretty good. Doesn't have elusive, but I'm liking that, well, more than, say, Francis the Economist here. 3 power skirmish, fight. Each player gains an amber. A second Francis. Cement Shoes, another new card, amber whenever you play it. Deal 2 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, raise the tide. This is one of the things I was actually concerned about with this set, is just how many effects are going to be raising the tide for free on like a card like this. And if you have a lot of cards that abuse the high tide, your non-Dark Tidings opponent is going to have to spend 3 chains, potentially every turn, every other turn, and those really add up, and that's where a problem could come in. I don't know though, I haven't really seen what the tide cards are going to be yet. We've seen the Sea Urchin, but that's kind of like weaker to begin with. You got to have the tide to make it more powerful, so it's hard to gauge that as of right now. I guess we're gonna have to see just how many of those effects actually exist. Mac the Knife makes a return, 3 power elusive. You may use it as if it belonged to the active house. Action, deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, gain an amber. Dead Man's Chest, it's an artifact, amber whenever you play it. Play, put 4 amber on Dead Man's Chest from the common supply, deal 2 damage to a creature. After 6 more creatures are destroyed in a turn, if Dead Man's Chest is ready, move each amber from Dead Man's Chest to the active player's pool. Ooh, what a game gamble this card is. I'm not sure what sort of board wipes we would see in here. Sanctum, Logos, and Shadows aren't really known for that, but wow, that's a huge gamble. You're going to have to really look at your opponent's deck list before you actually drop this down. And now we're on to Sanctum. It's Urine the Circumspect, 3 power, 1 armor. Reap, gain amber equal to its armor. Well, if we get some effects to increase the armor, that could be pretty insane. Staunch Knight, 4 power, 2 armor, gets +2 power while it is on a flank. Whoa, okay, gonna struggle saying this name. Seneschal Sargassa, 6 power, 2 armor. After a player raises the tide, a creature they control captures 2 amber from their opponent. That's a pretty big creature. I expect that effect to take place many times throughout a game. Martial Ur, 4 power, 2 armor. Play, fight, raise the tide. That's a pretty cool effect, especially if we have some more cards that rely on the tide being high for us. Okay, another one of those. Cleansing Wave, heal 1 damage from each creature, gain 1 amber for each creature healed this way. Honor or Glory, play, choose 1, deal 3 damage to each flank creature, or deal 3 damage to each creature not on a flank. Oh, that is so cool. I really love cards where they give you an option, and it gives you an opportunity to maybe make a mistake, but it also gives you an opportunity to make the right play. That's pretty sweet. There's a second one. I'm a fan of that card. And it might actually work well with the Dead Man's Chest. Gormavam, it's an artifact. Omni, destroy it. Destroy an artifact. Love seeing artifact removal. Alms Master, 4 power, 1 armor, deploy Taunt. Play, each of Alms Master's neighbors captures an amber. Pretty cool, so that's typically going to capture 2 amber from your opponent. Has the 1 armor to protect itself. It goes anywhere in your battle line. You can maybe get the amber onto some bigger creatures themselves. Pretty neat. Harmonic Ritual, amber whenever you play it. Choose a friendly creature. If its left neighbor shares a house with it, gain 1 amber and repeat this effect on that creature. Wow, you know what? We had a decent amount of Sanctum creatures in here. So if you build up a big hand, drop down the Sanctum creatures, there's a good chance this is going to get you maybe 3, maybe 4 amber on one turn. That's pretty solid. Oh, Epic Quest is returned in this set. It's an artifact. Play, archive each friendly night creature from play. Omni, if you have played 7 or more Sanctum cards this turn, destroy it and forge a key at no cost. I'm really going to hope a lot of those creatures were knights. We're going to have to check it out at the end here. Now we're on to Logos. It's Static Charge. It's an upgrade. Amber, whenever you play it, this creature gains at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to each of this creature's neighbors. Okay, that's pretty interesting. You're going to drop it down. It takes effect immediately on your opponent's turn because obviously you're going to play this on your opponent's creatures. I mean, I guess there could be some arguments for playing it on your side. Maybe something like an Anguish? Questionable still. I haven't seen the whole set though, so maybe there's something that goes along with this. But yeah, to put this on one of their best creatures, permanently damaging any creature that's next to that, that's pretty insane. They don't necessarily want to lose that creature. It is a slow burn, but yeah, I dig that card. Science! For the remainder of the turn, after you play another action card, gain an amber! What? Oh my gosh, please tell me we're going to see a lot of amber in here. This is a pretty cool high-risk reward card. You got to hopefully build up. That might be something, depending on the deck, you just want to hold on to for a while. Especially if your deck has maybe like 8 Logos actions. Even better if you can archive it. Another Science! Oh my god, can you imagine if there's a third? There isn't, but that would have been insane. Pies Sweven, 2 power, reap if the tide is high, draw, what? Does that say 3 cards? Draw 3 cards? What? Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's pretty wild. Obviously it's 2 power, but man, we have some taunts and like the Sanctum. We could live the dream with that card. Phase Shift is back. You may play a non-Logos card this turn. Pretty insane. Another Phase Shift. Oh my gosh, we could actually drop down the taunt and that at the same turn. Get that extra protection. That could be huge. Information Exchange. Steal an amber. If your opponent stole amber from you on their previous turn, steal 2 instead. Great card to see. Final Analysis. Destroy each creature. Each player draws a card for each creature they control that was destroyed this way. That is a pretty interesting effect, and once again, another card that goes with the Dead Man's Chest. Honestly, I was not expecting a board wipe in Logos. Kind of wild. Oh, almost saw another card here. Armadrone, 1 power, 3 armor, fight, steal an amber. Great card. Oh my gosh, Eureka's in here. Amber whenever you play it. Alpha, play, gain 2 amber, archive 2 random cards. There is quite a bit of amber, at least it feels like in here. Binary Moray, 5 power. After you raise the tide, ready it. Interesting. After your opponent raises the tide, exhaust, reap, archive a card. That's an interesting card. I guess it depends on how much your opponent wants to raise the tide on their turn, but that is pretty neat. And the last card of the deck is Honor's Keysis. Amber whenever you play it. Forge a key at +7 current cost, reduced by 1 for each card you have played this turn, including this one. If you do, purge Honor's Keysis. Oh my gosh. 2 potential key cheats in here. I feel like there was a lot of amber. Actually, a decent amount of steel. We had it inside of Logos. We had it inside of Shadows. We had a lot of capture, it felt like, in Sanctum. This deck looks awesome. My god, I already love Dark Tidings. Let's pull up the amber. And I might have to go a little bit slower, simply because I really don't know a lot of these cards. Let's see, Science. Yeah, I think we can throw that up. We'll just call them 1 to be safe in here, though. Okay, let's see. We had a lot of Sanctum creatures, not expecting too much amber inside of this house. And that's going to be okay. Generate some extra amber, but we won't count it. Mac the Knife, I think it's going to be good for getting us at least one additional amber that we aren't expecting, because you get to use them on a different turn. Let's see, Stealing, not so much. Okay, Sea Urchins, that's more of a capture effect, okay. You know what? I'm going to pull the Sea Urchins up. I feel like we had a lot of effects that were going to raise the tide. There might be times where we just do it anyway. Stealing an amber, come on, that's getting you one. Okay, let's see. This one, typically we'll steal, I feel like. We'll throw the high tide, low tide down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hoping to get the additional 4. That'd be 11. Usually call this 2 or 3. A lot of creatures in here. We'll go with 3. So 14, 15, 16, 17 I'm expecting. 18. We'll go light on this. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my gosh. 25, and I feel like I was being slightly conservative on the count. That is really cool. Now for amber control, let's see. Got to go once again a little bit slower until we recognize all of these cards. Okay, fight, steal, and amber. Okay, let's see. This made the neighbors capture. No, just some damage. Messing with the tide. Okay, there's some capture. No, that's just gaining. Here's an action. And okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is a little bit less than I was expecting. I might have missed some, but honestly, that's not too bad. I'm expecting 25 amber, and with that much steel, this should be a pretty quick deck. And what's also crazy is we're about to count up the creatures. I feel like that was a good number as well. So, creatures. And after we're done with the creatures, we have to see just how many knights are in here. Please let us see a good number. 1, 5, 10, 15, 17. That's the average count. And you know what? I'm not going to complain about that. This deck looks really, really cool. So we had 2 key cheats. Oh, wait. Oh, we got to look at knights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby. I'm going to look at some of the other houses just because I know there's some new cards. Be cool to see a knight in a different house potentially. 4, 5. Oh, for a second, I thought that was going to say knight. Okay, 5 knights. Kind of questionable. We did have Eureka to potentially get some Sanctum cards in our archives. Yeah, not sure how much we can rely on that Epic Quest, but still fun. A lot of times, though, when I've played Epic Quest in the past, I actually kind of use this like a board wipe. So if you notice a lot of Sanctum creatures, they have armor, right? So what I do is I fight into a whole bunch of my opponent's creatures. Then I drop down the Epic Quest to actually get them into my archive so I can play them on a following turn, removing all the damage that they had on them. I said, just a little cool thing, and sometimes it is worth leaving, say, 3 in there, just in case you do draw 4 Sanctum cards and you do get a free key. So think about that. I don't know if we want to call this a mover. I mean, this has a chance to draw 3. This has a chance to archive cards. I know we also had, let's see here. Gosh, so unfamiliar with this, obviously. This draws cards, but also does it for our opponent. You got the phase shifts kind of help move a little bit. Epic Quest, once again, kind of getting bigger turns, potentially. I'm not going to say this deck is a fast mover, but it is a fast deck for Amber. Very, very cool looking. Wow. Definitely loving Dark Tidings after seeing this. I can't wait to get into the rest of this box. One last thing to say about this. These cards feel better than the last set. As I've been thumbing through it, like there's something, they feel like sturdier or something. This is going to be so weird. Maybe I'll just cut this out, but let's see. All right, made in Germany. Okay, excellent. You know what? The Germans always make good stuff.
Doesn't drip. Doesn't make a mess. Wring it out. Wine, coffee, cola. That is going to smell. Made in Germany. You know the Germans always make good stuff.
All right, guys. Vulpo81, I hope you like this deck. You got the first Dark Tidings deck of the channel. And guess what? This is actually still last month's openings, meaning once we finish this out, we're going to go right into Dark Tidings for the rest of the patrons all over again. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching my videos. I hope you're having fun playing with Dark Tidings, and I'll see you next time.